Tupac, my closest road dogs, uses fair use for educational purpose only. As a disclaimer.
Here my closest road dog, nigga. You know what's like. West side, baby. Outlaw. Half the times before it calls trouble, my closest road dog keep it cool cause I love you. Fuck what they talking about. Let me take you back in time. Rewind to 89, introduce me to this life of crime. When we was blind, little nappy head juveniles, living round, no smiles on our faces. 13 catching cases. Indeed, it was misery driven by my own demons, cause they was killing me. I cannot be sure I'll be saved soon. Catch me dipping to the light of the straight moon. It's keeping deeper now, let me get your mind right. Fuck your enemies, nigga, grip your nine tight. Tonight's the night, murder, murder, Mr. Lucifer. Pictures of the devil duck when he shoot at ya. It's all political, running from the future, escaping in the fog. Live your life like a hog, nigga. Me and my closest road dog. Me and my closest road dog. Mussolini, Machiavelli, two to the belly. Fuck 'em all. Me and my closest road dog. Untouchable motherfucking worldwide mom figures. Death row, west side. When we ride, our enemies die. You know what time it is. Mussolini, my mind's in jeopardy. My thoughts are past. I know I'll die soon, so there's no need to ask. How will my homeboys remember me? Bury me in Jeep, casket full of Hennessy. We thug like niggas, watch for the second coming, cause I can see the sun. Automatic gunfire, making all them niggas run. Run from the future, escaping from the fog, living life like a hog, nigga. Me and my closest road dog.
It's been dark since little oaks in the park. We kept it tight, searching for a light, but none in sight. I know God see a nigga in his turmoil suspense, trapped in his gutter residence. I'm convinced we can miss the smash.
Peace and black power. You know I fuck with that real hip hop. That real hip hop, niggas spitting real bars, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with drill rap. I don't fuck with drill rap. You feel what I'm saying? I fuck with rap to spit the facts. You know what I'm saying? If the rap spit the facts, I'm fucking with it. Just like tonight, I'm speaking the motherfucking facts. The title of this video tonight is Why Black Women Who Date White Men Hate Black Masculinity. Why do black women who dates the Neanderthal, who dates the Iceman, who dates the Cro-Magnon man, who dates the Aviat race, why do the black women who date white men hate black masculinity? I'm gonna tell you why they hate black masculinity, because black masculinity challenge white supremacy at its core. Black masculinity, Malcolm X, challenged the white supremacist at its core. So black women who were brainwashed with the white Jesus concept that the white man is God, you challenge white Jesus when you stand up as a black man against white supremacy. Any black masculinity is toxic in a world that worship Caucasian people. This is why the black woman who dates white men hate black masculinity, because it challenged the false narration that the white man is most superior in his brain, in his physicality, than the black man. But when you start doing my genetic and see that I'm melanated, you find out when you start doing deep research on black people, people like me born with that melanin, I'm superhuman. I am superhuman. This is why the people who out here harvesting body organs kidnap black people and steal our organs, because our genetics are much better than the white complex white people. Black genetics is the reason why the white man himself built nuclear bombs and weaponry and military to keep the black man in check. Without weapons and military and the gun, you couldn't put the black race up under slavery. It was the gun when it was introduced. The invention of the gun is what put the black man under slavery. Because you remember during the Shaka Zulu wars with the British always lost. They had the one-shot musket gun. And they had to come back with the cannon gun to subdue South Africa and Shaka Zulu nation and its people. You feel what I'm saying? So why do black women who date have sex casually with the white man mad at black masculinity? Every time you stick your chest out as a black man, you challenge the white man being superior. See, the black woman believes that the white race is most superior. That's why she date outside her race. But you make niggas like me that prove otherwise. They got niggas like me that keep coming back. The ancestors keep coming back proving that the black race is the dominant race on this planet. I'm not a recessive gene. I come from a dominant gene. You can't get no white man without the black man. If it wasn't for the black man, there would be no white man. Remember, they came from Africans. They came from black people. Everything on this earth has an originator, and I am the originator. And you're mad because I have the knowledge of myself. Black woman who date white men, you're mad at the fact that Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey challenged the white supremacists of this world, the wickedness of this world, and stood up. And let me tell you about black lesbians. Black lesbians hate the revolutionary. Hate the revolutionary. Black women hate black men who stand up to white supremacy. Because they got a fantasy with the slave master. What? He challenged the slave master? I love black masculinity. Nat Turner turned it up, 1831 in Hampton, Virginia. Went around slave masters, slave plantations, killing the slave masters in which they should have died for enslaving my ancestors. They should have died thanks to the black masculinity of Nat Turner turned it up. Don't you know? When they caught Nat Turner, they burnt him, cut him up, and ate him. This is what the white people did of Hampton, Virginia, but you date the white man. You date the white man. Every white man have a little bit of Hitler in them. Little bit of Hitler. Let me tell you something about black women who date white men. They put up with white men's bullshit. A brother, they gonna leave a brother quick. Because, you know, the brother, he's not God. According to the white supremacists who made a white Jesus. And then these black women, so gullible and so dumb, you're minute. I call it bird brain, because your brain had to be so small to believe everything that the white supremacists painted about black people, like we had tails. Every parts of Africa is downtrodden. They never show the rich parts of Africa. They won't tell you that the Africans schooled the Greeks. Hippocrates is not the father of medicine. Hippocrates is not the father of medicine. The father of medicine is a black man named Imhotep who lived in the ancient world of Kemet. Black people, we gave America culture that the black woman hates. We gave America its culture. We gave America its flavor. What are you talking about? We the originators. You just a hater who date white men and hate black men like me, myself, who challenge the status quo. I don't think the white man's superior. I know that I'm superior genetically. He created weapons and military for me. Really for me, because I outnumber the white man 11-1. Black people, we outnumber the white man 11-1 worldwide. And Africa is on the rise. Africa is on the rise. Only us wise people know what's going on with the BRICS nation, what's going on with the fall of the Caucasian race. It's lovely time to be black, especially a black man. We are witnessing the downfall of the Caucasian world from around us. No one bars America no more. The Africans are standing up. The Chinese are standing up. Nobody cares about the fake superiority complex that the white man has. He's really inferior. He make weapons of war to keep the black race in check. Because he know without that military, we'll tear a hole in that ass. We'll tell a hole in that ass. Ain't nothing stopping a gorilla. Ain't nothing stopping a black gorilla. You feel me? See, right now, black women who date white men hate the stand-up, the stance. They hate a Farrakhan. They hate a strong Farrakhan. You even got black people, black men who hate Minister Farrakhan for standing up. They try to make Minister Farrakhan a CIA agent. And the reason why I know Farrakhan is not working with the government, because the Jewish people who run this world, the ADL, hate Farrakhan. And if the ADL and the Jewish people hate you, we talking about the people who are responsible for P. Diddy's conviction. We talking about the Jews who do all these sexual rituals with these black men. These black men, they pull them in Hollywood, and to order to get into the label or make your own company, you got to do something. You got to sacrifice something. But they want to put it on P. Diddy as he got this sex ring and sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, you need to seize all his wealth, because you know his wealth came from sex trafficking. Just like they say R. Kelly had an enterprise. Where are the other people that was working with him? How can you get the RICO Act? They never seized nothing from him. They took all his money, his publishing and everything. They owe R. Kelly $1 billion. Yes, they do. They owe R. Kelly $1 billion. He goes with the lawsuit, and then they come up with this fake ass rape allegation. He's living with these women, and they was all underage at the time that he was dealing with them, and that's a lie. But you know, the white man can paint any narration, and black women love the lies that the white man create. The white man is a liar from the beginning and a murderer. The white man is a liar. He lies real good. And black women, so gullible, bird-brained black women, so gullible, they fall for the falsehood of this white man. That's why they can follow Santa Claus and fake-ass Easter, bunny laying eggs, all this retarded stuff. Tell a black woman that you ain't celebrating St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's symbolic of the short pygmy black people that St. Patrick, his army killed off these short pygmy people from Africa, you know, who had knowledge, you know what I'm saying, like the people in the Nile Valley. You know, they had the knowledge of self, and it challenged Christianity. Anything challenged the white man's Christianity, the sisters really hated. They in love with that false narration, Jesus. That old white man on the cross, that beast, with them blonde hair and blue eyes, half naked, frail motherfucker on the cross. They believe that's God. They believe that's God. So when you white supremacy being challenged, the black woman gets mad. When you challenge white supremacy, she date white men. She loved nothing but white men, but she hates black masculinity that challenge the insanity of the Caucasian mind. She hates that. And she hates that you can articulate words better than the white man. And English language is his language, but he borrowed his language from the African. They bastard language. They wouldn't even know alphabet if it wasn't for the African. I went back to Kemet and got this book, and it showed me that African language is responsible for the Hebrew language. Every language that we speak up on this earth, when you go all the way back and translate it, it came from an African origin. You telling me I don't want to be black? I don't love to be black? Man, I love being black. I know my origin. I know my history. I know my beginning. I know the white man crisscross shit to make himself look like he is a god, and black women fell for it. You ain't nothing but a bed wench of the white man. You a tool. You'll always be a slave and a tool. Right now, you're a tool to help destroy the rise of black people. But the white man can't stop the rise of black people because he's dying off our planet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, faster than he being born. Check out the census. Go check out the data about the white race dying off the planet. And the Chinese, Asian people dying off the planet. Well, guess what? They quote Africans to be over 3 billion strong on the continent of Africa. They got the biggest youth population in the world. Do your history. Study. You don't study. You're too busy doing pills. You don't study. You dynamically and explosively, you can't fuck with me mentally. You think too slow. You married to a white man. You date outside your race. Pitiful, all of y'all. I know a whole band of women who date nothing but white men, and they hated on me because I was a black man. They all date white men, and they hate me for having black masculinity. Enough balls to stand up to the white supremacists and speak my truth. You see what I'm saying? These sisters who date white men call my knowledge ignorant because I know the rules and regulations, and I know the outs of ends of this white supremacist world, how it's ran. But they get mad when I expose the racism too, the killings of our people. The killings of our people. But black woman has a long history. Eunice Rivers, who set the black men up to be hit with syphilis. You know what I'm saying? This nurse worked for the government, told these black men that this experiment that the government imposed upon our people, Alabama, you know what I'm saying? Down in Alabama, they did this experiment to watch black men suffer from syphilis. And the black woman was the pawn who went and gathered these brothers up, put up signs and signed these brothers up for this evil experiment that the government of America hampered upon our people. So you cannot expose nothing like that. They get mad. This happened in the 30s. Look up Eunice Rivers, the black woman who set these black men up for death and destruction. The black woman has a long history of being a tool of white supremacy, bed wench. You're nothing but a bed wench of the white man. All of y'all who went against me, you date white men. So I know why you went against the motherfucking king. Black masculinity is toxic in your mind. You think I'm crazy because I challenge your white slave master, your white God. Your white God is a false God. Genetically, I am stronger. I'm a dominant gene. I'm not recessive. You cannot get no white man without the black man. I am the creator, the originator. No white race can create black people, but black people can create white people. I create an albino. I can create a light skinned, me and a dark skinned woman we create all shades. I'm the original man. Why would I want to be white? I'm not jealous of the white man. I'm the shit genetically. You see what I'm saying? I'm superhuman. They got Africans that you can't even kill. And the white man knows it. That there's some Africans that you can't kill. You ever heard of Simeon Toko? Go look up Simeon Toko, the black man who they thought was Jesus. Go look up Simeon Toko. I know I'm superhuman. I'm melanated. The sun loved me, man. I made it. God made me black. And I don't want to turn back. I love being black. I'm melanated. I'm gifted. I'm God gifted because I'm melanated. Everything in the earth has melanin in it. If you got a low concentration of melanin, you're going to die. The planet is not going to treat you right. You are a parasite. You're dying off the planet. You see what I'm saying? The sun is made for me. When I go to the beach, I don't need no sunblock. I don't need sunblock. God made me for the planet, nappy hair, for the sun. My 9 ether hair, I love my 9 ether hair. Never want to straighten it. Never want to put nothing in it. You see what I'm saying? Black women can't even receive planetary vibration because their hair is somebody else's hair. You know what I'm saying? They got somebody else's thoughts tied into their head. You don't know, you dealing with DNA when you're dealing with hair. You done tied somebody else's thoughts into your hair. And you wonder why the black woman's so crazy. But why do black women who date white men hate black man masculinity? Because we stand up to the insanity that the white man is God. He's nothing but a knockoff. If you believe that white Jesus is your God, keep praying to that motherfucker. Because to no avail did that white motherfucking Jesus come down and stop the slave master for enslaving our people, killing our people, lynching our people. The same white man system that they married into, it's the same system that killed their foreparents. But they don't know. They don't do no reading. I read. That's one thing, you can hide from a nigga is knowledge in the book, because a nigga ain't gonna pick no book up and read. They believe everything the white man says. ABC, CBS, NBC got these niggas on brainwash control. I'm gonna look outside the narrative of the news report that America gives, because it's gonna give a one-sided view. So I'm gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna find some news from Africa, some news from Saudi Arabia who giving a different outlook. Then I wait a two out because there's two sides to a coin. You know what I'm saying? So, America always try to tell it from their standpoint. America don't give you all the news. They trying to murder right now. They trying to murder an African leader, Ibrahim Traore, who's standing up to Trump in the motherfucking France. He kicked them out of their country because these white motherfuckers was over there stealing and giving terrorists motherfucking weapons of war to kill Africans. The Taliban is America. America is Taliban. America is Boko Haram. Where you think they get those weapons from? The American people. American government gives these people these weapons to destabilize, to keep Africa to destabilize so they can steal her natural resources that's worth monies. But you keep calling America the motherland. If America is the motherland, it should have every natural resource on its land mass. You don't even grow your food here in America. It's grown in the fucking laboratory. Bill Gates and the boys, GMO, genetic modified fruit. When the last time we had real fruit? But y'all love the mind of the so-called white scientists who give you fake ass genetic modified food. You talking about America, the motherland. Where's our diamond mines at? You know, Negro, with your Indian ass. I'm talking to you Indian niggas now. We ain't from Africa. We ain't got no bloodline connected to Africa. Man, this is the lunatic shit I ever heard. You know, so we got facts that the slave trade happened. You speaking from emotions because you hate to be black African too. See, we got some fucked up people. The white slave master fucked us up. We got identity crisis. We suffer from an identity crisis, and that's why black women, they outside they race, they got a low self-esteem as black women. They don't have the knowledge of themselves. That black women were warriors. They were queens. You know what I'm saying? They was the ones that, you know, that brought us up. You know what I'm saying? You know, they was our first teachers. You know what I'm saying? We had strong black women like Winnie Mandela, Betty Shabazz. They don't even make women like that no more. The whole world hated Malcolm X. Betty Shabazz stood by him. The whole world hate Chris, and nobody stands by me but my holy ancestors. Nobody stands by me but my ancestors. I'm chosen. We know what the fuck you did. We know you called a Social Security office. We know you niggas did that, but you can't stop me. I'm still gonna make my revenue. I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying? We create ways to make money. We are the inventors that the white boys benefit from. You know, we made the internet. You know, we made the cell phone. We made the stoplight. The black woman made the Google Maps. You see what I'm saying? So you know where the hell you going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping. We bought that knowledge from Kemet. You know, the science is embedded in our DNA. My DNA go back eons. In my DNA is black. My genes and chromosomes are black to the bone. And this is why the black woman dates the white man, hates black masculinity, because it challenged the stupidity of this white superiority complex. But they really got an inferior complex. They went around the world renaming shit like the white shark. You never seen a white shark, the great white whale. You never, Alexander the Great. I call him Alexander the Fake. You feel what I'm saying? They always come up with some shit. They gotta make up shit to impose white superiority. You know what I'm saying? I'm black, I'm superior. I'm black, I'm superior. You know what I'm saying? We dominate anything that we infused in. We dominate. Not only sports, we dominate the boxing ring. We dominate. Michael Jordan dominated. Kobe dominated. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck you talking about. Muhammad Ali dominated. You feel me? My favorite boxer, Muhammad Ali dominated. Any field we get into. You know what I'm saying? Extremity. You know, anything we get into, we gonna kill it. Science. You know what I'm saying? And we could dominate this English language, and you know it's coming from a black man from his vibrational stance. You know I'm a black man. I ain't trying to talk white at all. And I can speak the language, the proper etiquettes of the English language, but I use my slang because I'm trying to reach a certain particular people. But why do black women hate black masculinity? Black man masculinity. Why? Why do the lesbian black woman hates black man masculinity? I know some lesbians that want to be white, and they hate black men who challenge the stupidity of the white man who thought he is superior. You know, Hitler tried to make a superior Aryan nation race. Impossible. He was experimenting to try to keep all blue-eyed, blonde-haired people as one group of people, but the white people with the dominant black hair and brown eyes will always dominate. But they would be the most people who would dominate anyway because they got black hair and black eyes and brown eyes. So you can't make a Nordic all blonde hair, blue eye. That's recessive. Dominant always gonna take over the recessive gene. If you have a baby with that white man, the baby gonna come out melanated. But you gonna teach the black baby to go back and date somebody white. That's the motherfucking science that the white man is pushing right now to try to stay here through the black woman, using her as a tool. As they always do, they use the black woman as a tool. They don't love her. The police shoot her down, murder her, even in the jail cells. Sandra Bland. They killed our sister, Sandra Bland, in a jail cell. They don't love the black woman. They uses you as a tool. Black woman, wake up. Why do black women who date white men hate black man masculinity? That is the question. That is the question. But I already got the answer. I know why. Self-hatred is retardation. Looking for white validation is retardation. The slave plantation education made our people retardation. But you know what? Long as you can read and open up your third eye. See, I'm from the street. I could recognize game from a mile away. I recognized a white man's game when I was a young man. Without that equalizer to be equal with the black man, he don't rule the black man. What's his equalizer? The gun. This is the black man's kryptonite, because we don't unite. The black man's kryptonite is the gun, because the white man have more guns than us. They have a nuclear bomb just for us. Everybody think it's for other countries. It's to keep the black race in check. We outnumber the white people 11-1. Real talk, mathematics. Go check it out. We only a minority in this country. By 2040, 2050, the white majority will be the white minority in America. Check out the census. I ain't hate. I don't know why God is doing this to the white man. Maybe for being so wicked for so many years. You know, the white man, for all his time on this planet, caused hell, dropping bombs on Nagasaki, going into Africa, killing my people, going to South America, going to South America, killing up people. Everywhere this motherfucker go, this motherfucker take a kryptonite of death. But I'm racist for exposing the white man. See, that's one thing. You date this white man and you hate that he has a little bit of that genetic evil being in him. You taking his sperm, so that come mental death for you to even be put to death even quicker mentally. You can't think, you lethargic. You lethargic in your thinking. But you think you smarter than me. You think I'm ignorant because I know the truth. You just mad because I challenge white supremacy. That's why you hate black masculinity. That's why these lesbians who date white men and do women hate black masculinity. Because black masculinity gonna show and prove and expose white supremacy to be insanity. You feel me? So that white man that you date has a little bit of Hitler in him. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's the truth. That's the truth. Why do black women hate black man masculinity or black man masculinity? Peace, black power.